Nobilis.
Oh! Semyon Alexeyevich Strogov, born in 1914, Russian, place of birth Dnepropetrovsk. Military counterintelligence, rank major. After graduating from the intelligence school of the General Staff in Moscow, Strogov was assigned to the Special Independent Motor Rifle Battalion Command. In March 1943, he was promoted to captain and transferred to the 4th Counterintelligence Department, SMERSH. He participated in special operations from 1943 until 46, and was awarded the Order of the Patriotic War and the Order of the Red Star. His call sign was Astra. His group also consisted of his deputy Igor Krasnoshtan, April, and radio operator Pyotr Kondakov, Ararat. I'm Lieutenant Colonel Yashmanev. Do you know why you were called in here, Semyon Alexeyevich?
No, Comrade Lieutenant Colonel, I have no idea.
I assume you're aware that Comrade Abakumov has been arrested, aren't you? Now I'm gonna need a clear picture of your service under his command. You were promoted to captain in 1943 and transferred to the 4th Counterintelligence Department, SMERSH.
Yes, Comrade.
Have you ever met Comrade Abakumov in person, and if so, under what circumstances?
I was awarded the Order of the Patriotic War in 1944 for my accomplishments during the Krakow operation. Comrade Abakumov personally presented the award to me.
Did you ever receive any direct orders from Comrade Abakumov?
Never. I was executing orders given to me by my immediate commander, Colonel Zornitsky.
Good. In 1943, you participated in Special Operation Cannibal. You were ordered to kidnap Sturmbannführer Dietrich Meltzer, who held important data on the latest SPG, Ferdinand. Could you describe this operation in detail?
We knew the exact location of the Sturmbannführer. He was stationed at a military base. I was dropped in Square 8, several kilometers away from the objective.
All right, then, in December 1943, you were sent into occupied territory near Vitebsk to meet a courier and receive required information from him. It is stated in the report that it took you 5 days to execute the mission. I wonder if you could tell me this. What information were you given?
In the winter of 1943, I was sent to the headquarters of the 1st Belarusian Front. The request was urgent, so urgent that they even sent a car to pick me up. On arrival, I met with...
General Klimenko, the head of the Intelligence Bureau of the 1st Belarusian Front. Have a seat. Comrade Captain, you will go to Vitebsk. Our people there have obtained drawings of the enemy's defensive positions. You will deliver them to us.
Tell me, what does all this have to do with counterintelligence?
This data is of the highest possible importance to us. The handover is going to take place behind enemy lines, so we need a really experienced scout. I asked counterintelligence to send me the very best they had, and they sent you.
I see.
It's about 20 kilometers from Vitebsk, deep within the tactical zone. There are troops everywhere. The 1st and 2nd Infantry echelons, artillery, headquarters, warehouses, etc. An airdrop in this area would be too risky. Even if it were successful, you'd have to return by land. An aircraft wouldn't be able to pick you up from there.
That sounds fine, so when do I leave?
Move out today, and return as soon as you possibly can. We're gonna need to take a picture of you in German uniform. That will be to put on your ID. And of course, it's best if you try to avoid any unnecessary encounters. Wie sieht es bei Ihnen mit der deutsche Sprachhaus?
Sprechen kann ich.
I wish you the best of luck, Comrade Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Help yourself.
Thanks a lot.
Tell me everything you know about Comrade Boris Petrovich Polyakov, also known as Gerhard Schmidt.
He was one of the lead agents of the Soviet intelligence network in Germany.
Did you contact him personally?
Yes.
Under what circumstances? Can you describe his character?
We lost communication with Polyakov suddenly at the beginning of 1944. We had no word from him for more than 2 weeks. Through our network of agents, we found out he had been discovered and captured by the Gestapo.
Mir alles erzählen, du Schwein!
My orders were clear to locate him and to liberate him. In addition, I was also authorized to eliminate the agent if I encountered any problems.
Yes, the Gestapo always knew how to treat people.
In the end, we realized that many of our missions were either too little too late or too much too soon. War, like anything in life, is complicated. Our orders could never be carried out to the letter. At the beginning of a mission, a scout is like a child. There's no idea what will become of him in old age. He must be ready for anything, and always expect the worst. He must trust himself only, and exert himself in every single moment of his mission. If he doesn't, it may well be his last.
Comrade Lieutenant Colonel, excuse me, you have a call.
Congratulations, Semyon Alexeyevich. The information that you intercepted helped us to uncover several British sleepers. I have recommended you for the Order of the Red Star.
Thank you, Comrade Colonel.
And now let's get down to business. Have you ever heard of Andreas Mayamada, Wenk Bartels, and Heinrich Knut?
I'm not sure I have, Comrade Colonel.
Andreas Mayamada fought in World War I and later became a professional scout. He spent many years in the Far East in China, for instance, where he was appointed to Chiang Kai-shek's military council. He was one of the founders of the Muslim formations, made up of Soviet citizens. In 1943, he served in the Eastern Legion's command headquarters in Ukraine. He and his apprentices were the leaders of a Hitler gang, and with the help of their followers, they set out to strangle and annihilate every living thing on Ukrainian soil. In 1944, he was promoted to SS Standartenführer and became commander of the 1st Eastern Muslim SS Regiment. Your mission is to eliminate Mehmeda and his henchmen. According to our data, they are currently stationed in the settlement of Yuratishki in Belarus. The mission is highly dangerous, since the Germans increased security after the last attempt on their lives. Patrols can be found on almost every block, and Mehmeda himself is heavily guarded. The situation requires that extreme care be taken. Is this clear?
You bet.
Dismissed. Major Litvinenko will provide you with all necessary details for the operation.
Your file says that you've often been abroad, the UK, Poland, and the USA. I'm particularly interested in the period of your life which you spent in the USA. What exactly were you doing there? And with whom were you in contact?
Back in 1940, we had information that the government of the United States and their scientists were working hard on the development of some supernuclear weapon. Our scientists were sure that it was possible, at least in theory, to develop such a weapon, but they had their doubts about its practical implementation in the nearest future. Kvasnikov, the head of the NKVD's Scientific and Technical Intelligence Department, decided to send signals to our spy networks in Scandinavia, Germany, Great Britain, and the United States, requesting that they gather as much information as possible on the development of this superweapon. The intelligence data on the development of the nuclear weapon, submitted to the Center over the next 1.5 years, significantly changed the direction of our efforts. In February 1943, when the British Secret Service executed their sabotage mission in German-controlled Wehrmacht, an hydroelectrical power plant located in Norway, where the heavy water plant required for the nuclear reactor was located, Comrade Stalin agreed that the nuclear project had started turning into reality and was becoming a major threat for us and our allies. It was then a priority to access all data about this project and to start working on a possible counterattack. We received details on the sabotage mission from our sources in Norway, Philby, and the Cambridge Group in London. In 1943-44, we were using various ways to approach the American nuclear secrets. Our main targets were the laboratories of Los Alamos, the Oak Ridge facilities, and the Berkeley lab. One of my missions in the United States was to sneak into the Los Alamos laboratory and obtain every document I could find about this Project Y. So here you go then. Mission accomplished, Comrade Colonel. Here are the materials on Project Y.
Well done. Unfortunately, there's no time to rest. You're urgently needed in Krakow. Once you've arrived, contact our resident agent, Music. He'll give you all the instructions for your next mission. You know the secret address and the password?
Here you will find the Abwehr Intelligence School. Your mission is to acquire the entire catalog of data on all Germany's agents. As far as we know, it can be found in the safe in the room of the school principal, SS Standartenführer Hans Himmel. He's objective number 2. Eliminate him and his deputy, SS Sturmbannführer Adolf Steinglitz. But that's not all. After completing this part of the mission, make your way to the area near the railway station and blow up the dual-track railway bridge across the Vistula River. Enemy troops are making their way to and from the front lines using this bridge every 10 to 15 minutes. The bridge is exceptionally well guarded. There are 4 guards on both approach routes. Machine gun emplacements on each of the bridge's corners. The entire side around the bridge is under constant surveillance.
Will I be on my own, or am I going as part of the group?
You will go alone. A group might attract attention. You'll receive a German uniform and ID. Moving at night is preferable. Did you memorize all the details?
Yeah.
Well, good luck then. Hey, and be very careful.
Gentov.
Yes, Comrade Lieutenant Colonel.
Bring us some tea, and be quick about it.
Right away.
Is it okay if I smoke here?
Go ahead.
Is that silver?
Yeah, a trophy.
One of the guards in Mooseburg had a similar one.
Really? Your record doesn't state that you were in a death camp?
Not as a detainee. In the spring of '45, I was executing a mission there, rescuing someone important to us.
Are you talking about the case of Raoul Wallenberg?
Yes. We had an informer who was providing us with information on Wallenberg's connections to the German, American, and British intelligence services. In 1944, our informer was captured and delivered to the Mooseburg death camp. I was sent to liberate him. Soon after, our source provided us with reliable information on several recorded meetings Wallenberg had with Schellenberg, the head of Nazi intelligence service. We arrested Wallenberg in the middle of '45 and eliminated him on July 17, 1947. After that, he wasn't a problem.
Well, Semyon Alexeyevich, you seem to me to be quite a knowledgeable person. Are you sure that Wallenberg was a traitor? And the elimination order from Abakumov was the only solution?
My mission was to liberate the informer. I had nothing to do with the elimination of Wallenberg, and I don't know any details about this case. Furthermore, I have no information about who gave the order to kill him. I don't know.
Okay then. Do you remember Volkov? He wanted to defect to the Brits and hand over the Cambridge 5 to them in return. You eliminated him, right?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Kutuzovsky Prospect, please.
No, I can't. Not on my way. But I can drive you to Zadoya Street.
Perfect. But please hurry up, okay? We're having problems with one of our people. He's willing to defect to the Brits and hand over Philby and Co. to them in return. We must get rid of him, and as soon as possible. Here's all the information you'll need.